outfield, number 1, Andrew Wilhite. Batting 7th over at second base, number 4, Paul Garner. Batting 8th over at third, number 5.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with the coach, Chris Wilhite. We're at Fort Thomas, Kentucky, as we see our Scott County Cardinals taking on
number 12, Connor Ramsey gets the ball.
the Highlands Bluebirds. Scott County comes in with a record of 9-13 after a tough loss last night, 2-1 in district action against Sayre. Coach Joe Bione and his Highlands Bluebirds coming with a record of 13-13. Should be a good ball game. Great park right here at Highlands Park here in Fort Thomas, Kentucky. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the start of the ball game right after this on the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network.
For oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Scott County.
On the mound today for the
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. We're ready for baseball action. Leading off for Scott County is the shortstop, number 8, Zane Patton, batting .350 on the season. His first pitch is a line drive right down the left field line. Hard hit, but foul. Pitching for the Bluebirds today, John Barth. He pitched in 5 games, started 4, 15.2 innings pitched, 18 hits, 14 runs, 11 earned runs, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts. His record is 2-1. He comes in with an ERA of 4.91. He's ahead in the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's popped up in the air. First baseman over there for Highlands, Braden Bione, goes for it, but it's out of play. So Zane Patton finds himself behind the count 0-2. Nice ballpark here, isn't it, Chris?
Very nice, very nice. Nice turf infield, grass outfield, but
0-2 pitch, fastball in the dirt. Count evens up at 1-1.
got the nice infield stripes, looking good.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Barth. Right down the pike, fouled off. Catcher couldn't hold on to it. And the count remains 1-2. Hard throwing senior right-hander here for Highlands, Mr. John Barth. Off-speed pitch inside, and the count evens up at 2-2. Glad you could join us here today. We're doing a little bit of Scott County baseball today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Hope you can join us. We got a Player of the Game award sponsored by People's Bank tonight. We'll be awarding that to a player of our game. And a good lead off of bat right here.
Yeah,
from Zane Patton.
Doing a good job hanging in there.
Yep.
Fouling a few pitches off. Hopefully he can get one he can put into play here.
He was down 0-2, and now he's seen 8 total pitches in this at bat. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, high and inside, and the count goes 4. And that's what you want your leadoff hitter to do right there.
Yeah, that's right. He's able to work the pitcher and get to see, kind of see different pitches he's going to be able to throw today, hopefully.
Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball down the middle, popped up. In hard is the center fielder, Jason No. No out in right center field, makes the catch. 1 out. So a great at bat right there for Zane Patton. That'll bring up the freshman, Jacob Blair, number 19, batting .224, not for sure his batting average, had a late replacement in the lineup. So Jacob Blair is,
I know he's got a couple at bats this year, but this will be his first official start in the varsity game.
First pitch swinging, foul ball. Number played off the fence by assistant coach Terry Smith. Good play over there. You could tell that wasn't hit very hard because he went after it.
Yeah, he stayed in front of that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I
Got
tell you,
good form and everything.
very good player back in the day, Coach
Yes.
Smith.
0-1 pitch, as you can hear the wind howling on us a little bit. Count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard hit ball into right center field. No, on the run.
Yep.
That ball one hops the fence. Long single and a great job out there by the center fielder. You can tell this is his home turf. He got out there, he knew exactly where to go.
No, bare hands the baseball and gets it back in quickly.
Yeah, he played that one nicely off the fence.
For Scott County, the center fielder.
Good rip there by Blair.
Yes, it was.
In the right center gap.
First hit of the ball game for Scott County. First pitch swinging is Campton Martin. Scott County being very aggressive today at the plate.
That's good to see. Even last night, he had 6 or 7 hits. Just able to push across 1 run, but we couldn't piece the hits together last night. Kind of been the story all year, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Head on the ball, big guy. Head on the ball.
Off-speed pitch, inside. Barth wanted that pitch, you could tell. It must have curved around the plate.
Yeah, it came in a little low too, I believe.
You can hear the wind howling here. Pickoff move over at first. Blair is back just in time.
Pretty quick move on that one. That's in the gap.
Ball hit hard into the right center field. Nice diving catch out there by Evan Rom. Trying to double off Blair. Good stretch by Bione. And they double it off. So good play right there. We're going to go F9 in the books for the second out. And they're going to go 9-3
Doubles off.
for
Birds.
the third out of the inning. So not too good of an action right there. Like you said, it was hit deep in the gap. I reckon Blair thought it was going to go in the gap. But a nice play out there by the right fielder, Evan Rom, to end the inning. So Scott County with 1 hit, nobody left on base. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching birdsnestsports.com baseball action. Back after this.
Oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with.
And Bird's Nest Athletics would like to take this opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors: Bluegrass Orthopedics, Georgetown News Graphic, Denise M. Keene, Certified Public Accountant, Brickhouse Properties Real Estate, Chick-fil-A, Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Kentucky, Clark's Pump and Shop, Georgetown Community Hospital, West Banco, Greens Toyota of Lexington, Ozer Paint and Flooring, Scott County Veterinary Clinic, People's Bank, Time to Shine Car Wash, Steve Skierman, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Domino's Pizza, Burger King, Galvin's on Main. This broadcast has been made possible by these corporate sponsors and viewers like you.
Welcome back to the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Half an inning in the books. Nice play out there by Evan Ron, the right fielder for Highlands. Diving catch up quickly to double off Jacob Blair on a nice one-hop throw and a good stretch over by the first baseman for Highlands. That would be Braden Bione. So 1 out in the books. Now Highlands will take an opportunity to come to bat in their half of the inning. Pitching for the Cardinals tonight is number 12, Connor Ramsey. Ramsey has pitched in 4 games, started 3 of those. He's pitched 7 total innings, 9 hits, 21 runs, 16 of those earned, 19 walks, 9 strikeouts, a record of 0-2, and an ERA of 16. And again, Coach, when you look at his stats, the one thing that jumps out at you is the 19 walks to only 9 strikeouts.
That's kind of what's gotten Connor this year. He's thrown some nice innings too. He pitched really well down in Oldham County for a couple innings, and I think it was his 3rd inning. He just kind of lost his release point a little bit and struggled with the walks, and but he's very capable of putting together a good run of innings here tonight, hopefully.
So the lineup defensively for Scott County out in left field is Jackson Saylor. Center fielder is Campton Martin. Andrew Wilhite's over in right. At third base is Aiden Lopez. The late switch at shortstop is Zane Patton. Paul Garner's at second. Jacob Blair is over to first. Jay Wilson is catching, and on the bump for the Cardinals is number 12, Connor Ramsey. The hitting lineup for the Bluebirds, leading off is Mason Welch. Batting second is Drew Hack. Hitting in the 3 spot is Owen Karras. Foster Schuett is hitting in the 4 spot. Braden Becker, followed by Braden Bione, Evan Rom, Nick Robinson, and Jason Rowe.
Start at the bottom half of 1. Leading off for the Birds, the second base, number 20, Mason Welch.
Go, Connor.
First pitch from Ramsey, swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Wells. High fastball, couldn't lay off of it. And the count goes to 0-2 in favor of the junior righty from Scott County, Connor Ramsey. 0-2 pitch, fastball right down the pike for a strikeout. First strikeout of the ball game for
Ramsey retires Welsh on strikes for out
for
1.
Connor Ramsey. So it's 3 strikes
Hitter,
in a row to Mason Welch, and he's set down, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 27, Drew Hack. The junior is hitting .323 on the season. First pitch, swing and a miss. High fastball. So up to this point, Highlands can't lay off that high pitch, as that's two batters in a row that have struggled with that fastball.
It's good to see Connor. You know, he's moving the ball around pretty good, and he's coming right at him with fastball so far. So good control so far.
0-1 pitch, fouled off straight back, and the count 0-2. Owen Karras on deck for the Bluebirds. 0-2 pitch, high fastball, can't hold on to it. Bounces back up. Up quickly is Wilson, throwing the ball on the outside. Good job out there by Jacob Blair, calling for it on the outside. So back-to-back strikeouts for Connor Ramsey. That'll bring up Owen Karras, the left fielder, batting .385 for Highlands, wearing number 10. And again, another opportunity there. They can't lay off that high fastball.
Good high inside fastball. You know, Jay Wilson not able to bring it in off the swing, but got a nice bounce off the backstop here and able to throw him out at first.
Yep. In a normal sized high school field that we play in a lot of times, he probably would have been on first base.
Yes.
So 2 balls, no strikes here to the number 3 hitter for the Bluebirds, Owen Karras. The 2-0 pitch, fastball, line shot down the first base line, foul. Count goes to 2-1. Great day for baseball out here.
Guys, it's finally above 50 degrees. It's maybe the first time all year we've had a good night for it.
About 63 degrees, partly cloudy. Off-speed pitch is in the dirt, and the count goes 3-1. You can smell that rubber pellets out from the baseball field, can't you?
Yes.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. So a free pass.
Karras earns the walk from Ramsey, and the Birds have a base runner.
First walk of the inning for Connor Harris. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 44, Foster Schuett. Schuett batting .341, only a junior. Got a 4-step lead over at first base for Karras. Fastball high. So Connor Ramsey started out on point there, 2 strikeouts in a row, and came back and gave up the walk, the 2-out walk to Owen Karras.
Yes.
Go ahead, Chris.
6 straight strikes there to start the game, so just need to dial it back in. There you go.
Inside pitch, fouled hard. Out of play down the left field line. The count goes to 0-2. Bottom of the first inning here, 2 outs at Highland Park in Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Mike Ritchie along with Chris Wilhite. Off-speed pitch, over the top. Count goes to 2-1.
You got it, Connor. Come on, baby.
Another ball, the count goes 3-1. So the Scott County Junior started off on point. Kind of struggled a little bit with the last 2 batters. Hopefully he can regroup right here. Inside corner, Shewitt thought it was inside. The home plate umpire said nope. So the count goes full, 3-2. So the payoff pitch coming up, Owen Karras out at first base. Being held on by Jacob Blair. Ball's in the dirt, so back-to-back walks. Now to put Owen Karras down the left field. We're probably going to get a courtesy runner here. We'll see who that is. Number 6 for the Bluebirds.
We have a courtesy runner for the catching shoot.
Jacob Gully.
It's going to be number 6. Jacob Gully.
So Jay Wilson out for Scott County, trying to get Mr. Ramsey to regroup a little bit. 2 runners on base, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks in this first inning for Scott County. Braden Becker, the shortstop, signed to play at Trancey from what I heard. Batting .286 on the season is the senior. Also hitting from the right side. First pitch, swing and a miss. Ramsey ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike.
See if he can stay ahead on this batter. You know, he started out with those first 2 batters, got ahead of them in the count, and the next 2 kind of struggled a little bit, but it's good to see that first pitch strike.
0-1 pitch, high fastball. Fouled straight back, and now finds himself way ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to the senior shortstop, Braden Becker. Infield here, you can probably tell it's well striped, but that's because it's not because it's mowed perfectly. It's artificial turf on the infield, grass on the outfield. High fastball hit well out to center field. Campton Martin with a good jump. He can't get to it, and it goes over his head. And here comes the runner in from third. Throw goes into Patton. He holds it up, and just like that, a stand-up double for Braden Becker.
With 2 outs, and the Birds take a 2-0 lead as Becker stands on the second base bag.
So 2 RBIs, 2 runs in for the Bluebirds.
Number 12, Frank Bione.
I think Connor missed his spot a little bit on that one. That 0-2 pitch, he kind of got it up just a little bit in the zone, and
definitely got his money's worth.
He got a very good swing on that one. Ball carried well out center field too.
First pitch to Braden Bione is in the dirt. Wild pitch will send the runner Braden Becker over to third base. So Braden Bione, the coach's son, playing first base. The senior hitting .333, and from the left side. So 2 runs in for the Bluebirds. Swing and a miss, and the count evens up 1-1.
Good pitch there.
Yep. That was kind of mano a mano right there. He said, here it's coming, and Mahoney says, I'm looking for it. Had a really good aggressive swing, just forgot one thing, that was to make contact. So 1-2 is the count here, 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Ball up down the left field line. Chasing it is Jackson Saylor. Foul ball out of play. So two RBIs for Braden Becker. A double over the head of the center fielder Campton Martin. I thought he had a good beat on it right there, but I think that wind helped him out quite a bit.
It definitely carried more than he thought it was going to.
Yeah, it's blown dead out to center field. That pitch was high, and the count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch just a little bit inside, and it hits him.
Bione's hit on the knee with the pitch.
So now the runners are at the corner. And that'll bring up the number 7 hitter of the inning. Evan Rom made an awesome play out in right field to double off the runner at first base. In the top of the first, now he's batting here, hitting .286 on the season, and a chance to do more damage here with runners on the corner in the form of Brandon Becker at center field.
Third base.
Third base, one of those bases. I only had 9 choices.
Yeah.
And Braden Baione over at first base. Pitch is low. This man's messing with me. I got to keep the scorebook tied down and computer tied down. I can't see the computer. First world problems is what I'd like to say. If that's the worst problems we have, we're all going to have a good day. Outside pitch, strike 1. The count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a good spot there on the outside corner.
So Becker at third, Baione over at first. 1-1 pitch. Popped up straight back. I took for granted it wasn't coming towards us. Connor didn't say a word, so.
I looked up right in the sun, so I just put my head back down. We're pretty close to the fence. They'd have to go straight up and straight down.
Yep. Never say never. Off-speed pitch. In the dirt, 2-2.
It was a good pitch right there. You know, he hit his spot on that one. That's just a good job by the batter holding up, not chasing that one.
1-2 pitch just inside. 3-2's the count. I think the fans wanted that one a little bit.
Yeah. Umpire turned his head and closed his eyes on that one. It looked like he was coming right at him. I think he gave up on it a little too soon.
3-2 pitch is high. Baione off on the pitch, but he'll hold up at second base.
Rob works a walk from Ramsey.
So another walk, third one of the inning.
Now batting prime.
Now to bring out Coach Willard.
Number 13.
Coach Willard coming to check and see what's going on here. Sam Sutton unable to make it in today, so Willard's playing double duty, head coach and pitching coach.
Sometimes as a head coach, you get many responsibilities. So
yes, he does. The only problem from our perspective, usually when you see the head coach come out of the dugout, there's only one thing happening.
Yeah, that's
usually a pitching change, but here he's wearing double duty. So bases loaded here. You have Braden Becker over at third, Braden Baione out at second, and Evan Rom. Third walk of the innings over at first base, and that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Nick Robinson, the junior third baseman, batting 184 on the season, and a chance to add to the lead right here for the Bluebirds. I tell you what, looking where he is at the plate, he's on the inside white line.
Yes, he is.
First pitch, inside, ball 1.
Make sure he's in the batter's box.
So 2 balls, 2 outs right here. Ball low. Connor's got to dig deep right here, doesn't he?
Yeah, we got to get the ball in play. Just, let your defense work for you.
Inning started off pretty well for Scott County. 2 strikeouts in a row, followed by 2 walks. That one's fouled back, but after the 2 walks, Braden Becker hit a shot over the center fielder Campton Martin's head. That plated 2. After that, we've had a hit batter and another walk. So 4 free passes, and Chris, as you very well know, free passes in high school baseball usually leads to a lot of damage.
Yes.
So the count goes to 2-2.
You get a couple guys on base, the defense feels a little more pressure to make the play, and sometimes they rush it or.
So we got timeout here. Paul Garner needs to relace the shoes out at second base. Two pitch.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. So 3 strikeouts in the inning for
Robinson on strikes. That'll end the first.
Connor Ramsey.
The Birds push across.
So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and go through the first inning stats. You're watching high school baseball on the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Back after this.
Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
Welcome back to birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with the coach Chris Wilhite. As you can see here from your first inning stats, after 1 complete, Scott County no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Highlands 2 runs, 1 hit, and 1 error, or no errors, excuse me. So pretty good start for the Highlands Bluebirds. And you got to say hats off to Connor Ramsey. You give him 3 strikeouts in the inning. If he can just do a little bit better from the control department, I think he's going to throw pretty well today.
Yeah, you got the first 2 guys out, nobody on, and Highlands was able to draw a few walks and came up with a timely hit, double, drove in both runs. Then Connor was able to settle down and pitch out bases loaded jam there too.
So leading off for Scott County, Jay Wilson, the freshman catcher. First pitch swinging to the shortstop. Braden Becker bobbles it a little bit, comes up with a nice throw, and a great stretch from Braden Baroni out there. So he made it interesting, but he makes the play. Braden Becker for the out over to Baroni, and that'll bring up Jackson Saylor. Saylor, the left fielder, batting .222 on the season, only a junior.
Jackson, the left fielder, number 34, Jackson Saylor.
Go Jackson!
First pitch from John Barth, high. Saylor's able to lay off of it.
Yeah, Jackson's been hitting the ball really well these last few games. It's moved up in the lineup, and as soon as I say it, he pops it up.
Ball out to the second baseman. Right fielder calls him off. Evan Ron. 1 hands it. 2 up, 2 outs. That'll bring up the right fielder, junior Andrew Wilhite, batting .281 on the season. Hitting from the left side.
Now batting for the Cardinals, the right fielder, number 1, Andrew Wilhite.
On deck is Paul Garner. John Barth set, ready to go. First pitch to Wilhite, outside corner, strike 1.
Andrew likes to swing that first one. He didn't care for that one as much as he normally would, I guess, but he likes to swing early in the count usually.
Off-speed pitch hits the outside corner, so two back-to-back strikes on the outside corner. 1 fastball, 1 off-speed pitch, and Wilhite finds himself behind the count.
I haven't seen much off-speed from his pitcher, so that's a little different look.
Wilhite chokes up about an inch on the bat, takes that pitch for a ball. 2 outs here, top of the second inning. Beautiful day for baseball. 63 degrees, partly cloudy.
Feels like about 80 compared to these last few games, though.
Off speed, that one might have been outside, but Wilhite doing a good job protecting the plate.
Yeah, the pitcher was kind of laughing on that one. He was hoping to get him to chase. He almost got it.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside fastball. Good year athletically for Highlands, as always. They I don't know if it was an upset, but winning the state basketball championship. Pretty much a three-point shooting barrage they went on in that.
You know, a lot of times in the state tournament, it's not always the best team that wins, but the hot team that wins. And they may have been both. After seeing them play.
Ground ball over to the second baseman, Mason Welsh. Over to Bioni. So 3 up, 3 down for Scott County. So Barth finds himself in a groove, and we'll take a timeout. You're watching high school baseball on the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Back after this.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Welcome back to the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with the coach, Chris Wilhite. We're at Highland Park in Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Scott County taking on the Fort Thomas Highlands Bluebirds. And Coach, looking at this field, you don't see this very often. I think Eastern at one point had a turf infield. It's 100% turf. But once you get past the infield circle, it turns into grass.
Yeah, traveling around these last few summers with some of these travel tournaments and summer baseball leagues, you're starting to see more turf fields, at least on the infield. It cuts down definitely on rainouts, I assume, maintenance, and
I would say
definitely looks nice.
Yeah, and I would say possibly it probably saves you quite a bit of money not astroturfing the outfield. That's a lot of square feet out there.
That's right.
Looks really nice.
That's a good facility. You know, got good concrete backstop area and good bleachers. And
the nice thing about it, if anybody in Scott County is watching this and says, hey, I'd like to see this at Scott County's field, give DT Wells a call.
Yeah.
Let's put a little pressure on
DT,
DT, right?
Start calling, that's right. Yep. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't trade our playing surface for anybody, but our surroundings, our bleachers are just around the field. We have no press box, really. You know, it's just a shame that the kids don't have something nicer to play for. But like you said, I mean, it's about what's inside the fence, really, that matters in the long run. So.
And that's what you get when you don't own the school doesn't own Sutton Field, and really are grateful to be able to play on Sutton Field.
That's right.
There's been a long-term agreement. A lot of the Scott County sports teams play on Scott County Parks facilities, and again, nothing wrong with that. Hopefully when the new school gets here, Scott County will get a field pretty much equivalent, maybe just a little bit better than Great Crossing.
Right. That's the plan, or so they say. We'll see. Let's hopefully that happens for the kids.
So a hit pitch there to Jason Knowles. He's down at first base, shaking it off, kind of a shot in the ribs. And again, we're not complaining or griping. We're just talking about the facilities. And again, a lot of money, a lot of sponsorship. And I was around for about 15 of those years. And effort spent on Sutton Field to make it is what it is today. And it's a really good place to play.
I was talking to the head of the Parks and Rec just the other night. He was at the field, and he was apologizing for the looks. He said, but I've got over 500 acres worth of parks and rec to keep up with. And, you know, I worked for the parks back in high school, and we had about an 8 or 10 man crew keeping up with about half of that. He said, we've got less people now. He said it's just hard to keep up with all the maintenance in the fields.
Yep.
In the scoring position.
And pretty much Coach
and
Willard,
like you said, the high school's hands are tied. They can't really do a whole lot to it. They can they kind of maintain the playing surface, and that's about it.
Well, I would say Coach Willard and his staff does all the work inside the fence.
They do.
Spend quite a bit of time on it. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball into the 6-0 outside the reach of Patton. Making the turn and holding up. That's a good job out there by Jackson Saylor to get the ball back in to Lopez. So a single in the 6-hole for Mason Welsh.
The designated hitter, number 27.
That's the second hit of the ball game for Highlands, and that'll bring up Drew Hack. Drew struck out in the first inning. Second hit of the ball game for the Bluebirds. Runners at the corner, no outs.
That strikeout in the first inning is kind of unusual for Hack. He's only struck out 3 times on the year out of 31 at bats, so
that's pretty good.
Doesn't swing. Yeah, he's a good contact hitter. Guess that's why he's in the 2-hole.
Yes, it is. Fastball inside corner. Strike one.
Can't roll up a double play ball right here and maybe. Infield's back, so they're playing for that.
Even on the corners, third baseman's back as well, so conceding the run at third base on a ground ball, unless it's probably hit right back to the pitcher or a hard shot to the third baseman. Other than that, a run's going to score on a ground ball. Pitches inside, and the count goes 3-1. So baseball back in action tomorrow night as they host the Lexington Classic. Then back up on Saturday as they make the trip up here to Taylor Mill.
Hack works the walk from Ramsey. That's going to load the bases.
So it'll be the fourth walk of the ball game for
Now batting for Highlands.
Connor Ramsey. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter,
Number 10.
Owen Karras. Walked and scored in the first. First pitch, ball 1.
So Karras leading the team in RBIs, 14 on the year. Sure, he likes to see the bases loaded when he comes up to bat. Add to that total.
Strike 1. Count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Owen batting .385 on the season. Pitch is inside. Umpire kind of flinched on that one a little bit.
He's flinched on several. You see that a lot in 9, 10, 11-year-olds, but not much in high school level.
And again, you know, if you kind of go inside the head of the umpire, you got a lot of walks and about 3 pass balls and wild pitches, and
he knows the game, what's going on in front of him.
So 3-1. Connor Ramsey needing a good pitch right here for Scott County. The pitch is high.
Karras will be credited with the RBI on the base on balls. Pushing home no for the third Bluebird run of the day. Everybody else moves up 90 feet.
So Coach Willard coming out this time. Haven't decided if he's coming out as the pitching coach again.
Yeah, I can't really see down the line whether there's somebody warming up or not, but I would probably assume there has been.
Yep. So 5 walks and 2 hit batters so far for Mr. Ramsey. He's going to let him in and try to get an opportunity to work out of it right here. I think he had something specific to tell him right there, didn't you?
Looked like it. He wasn't real happy when he walked off the mound.
Yep.
They know Scott County's in a situation. We played 2 games already. This is our 3rd, and we have 3 more left this week. So we got to get some innings out of somebody.
So now batting will be Foster Shewitt. Walked and scored in the first. Shewitt batting .341. Actually, Jacob Gully scored as he came in to be the courtesy runner for Foster. 2 balls on the road. Ball hit out to short right field. Will Height underneath of it makes the play. Flips it in to the first baseman, Jacob Blair. So F9 for the first out of the inning.
Care of by right fielder Will Height for out number 1.
Andrew and Paul Gardner didn't feel like they were too good at communication right there. Will Height had to kind of reach and catch it with one hand.
Yeah, that was kind of a last-minute decision. Looked like those guys kind of in between them. It was a tough play, but
so Braden Becker, the shortstop, hitting with one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Base is full. You have Welsh over at third, Hack out at second, and Karras over at first. Playing for the double play up the middle. Infield is in on the corners. Counts 2 balls, no strikes.
yeah, it was definitely time. We needed to pop up on the infield or something, double play. We're going to turn that double play right here.
Pitch is low. The count goes 3 balls, no strikes to Braden Becker. The shortstop hit the ball hard over the head of the center fielder, Campton Martin, for 2 RBIs in his first at bat, but got to say he's probably taken right here. I don't think from looking at it, I don't think he was taken. I think he was trying to hit that ball a mile.
Trying to get that over the scoreboard. And after that first swing in the first inning, he probably hit the green light.
So 3-1 is the count.
There you go, good pitch.
Swung a ball 4 right there to even up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes here, 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Highlands with a 3-run lead over Scott County. Payoff pitch, fouled off straight back. Count remains full. Ball 4 in the dirt. 4th run of the ball game in.
Becker will collect his 3rd RBI of the day as Welsh
That'll be the 6th walk.
makes a trip to the plate. Coming to bat for Highlands, the first baseman, number 12, Braden Bione.
So the first baseman, Braden Bione, hit by pitch the first time up. Bases are still full of Bluebirds. And Coach Willard letting him go with him.
Yep.
4 runs in the ball game for Highlands on 2 hits. And Bione gets hit again.
Is hit by the Ramsey pitch. He'll be credited with the RBI. As Hack crosses the plate.
That's a tough way to get an RBI. Take one right in the side.
Yes, it is. And looks like Coach Willard's going to make a pitching change, so we'll take a timeout and pay the bills, so to speak. You're watching high school baseball on birdsnestsports.com. Back after this.
Town means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Welcome back to the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with Coach Chris Wilhite. And Chris, new pitcher in the game for Scott County.
Yeah, we've gone with Trey Courtney here as a junior right-hander. 13.1 innings pitched on the year, 13 hits, 10 runs. only 5 earned, 7 walks, and 10 Ks. Very impressive 2.63 ERA. So Trey's a guy that comes in a lot in these situations where they need a long relief and has done a good job this year.
Yep. Looks like we got a party out at second base between the umpire, the 3 runners from Highlands, and the 4 infielder from Scott County.
They're probably talking about some good Gold Star chili or La Rosas or something.
Yep.
For after the game.
You'll get the battle started. Gold Star versus Skyline versus Dixie versus 17 other.
That's right.
Cincinnati style chili up here.
You're supposed to eat up here, right?
Yeah, I do it quite regularly. I know you can't tell by looking at me, but every chance I get.
What would be your favorite? What would you go for?
I would probably say my favorite is probably Pleasant Ridge.
Pleasant Ridge, so a little
chili.
Okay.
Out of the name brands, I probably prefer Skyline. You know, especially if they want to sponsor the broadcast a little bit.
That's right. They're close enough to sponsor.
There you go. So now up, back into live action. Trey Courtney, the junior, on the mound for Scott County. His first batter he'll be facing is Evan Ron. So Ramsey actually officially only pitches
1 inning.
He only gave up 2 hits. He had 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. And we'll let you know about the runs and earned runs as that pitch was fouled just a little bit past the outfield fence over in left field. Update the scoreboard for you. Ball in the dirt. Good job there by Jay Wilson. 1 out. So 1 out here in the inning for Scott County. Bases are full. You have Karras at third, Becker, and then Bione. The last batter faced by Connor Ramsey, and Trey Courtney finds himself behind the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. A little bit difference here. Most high school teams aren't used to pitching on an all artificial mound. That ball's in the dirt for another free pass.
Courtney issues the base on balls to Rom. He'll get an RBI.
So that's his first walk. And that will score Karras for the 6th run of the ball game.
Now batting for Highlands, the third baseman, number 13, Nick Robinson.
So Nick Robinson, the third baseman, struck out for the 3rd out of the 1st inning. Takes a first pitch strike called. He's the 9th batter of the inning for the Bluebirds, so they're going to bat around here unless we get a double play. A 1 pitch from Courtney, off speed, ground ball to Patton. Patton to Garner. Garner 1 hops over to the first baseman, Jacob Blair, makes a nice play, so we get out of the inning.
Robinson hits into a 6-4-3 double play. That'll end the 2nd inning. It was Patton to Garner on to Blair.
So 6 runs in the inning, and we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and go over
They push across 4 more.
the scoring run after 2 complete. You're watching high school baseball on birdsnestsports.com. Back after this.
Oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
You count that, how many left on base?
Welcome back to birdsnestsports.com. 2 innings in the books. And looking at your totals after 2 innings. Sponsored by Scott County Physical Therapy and Dr. Henderson over at Georgetown Oral and Facial. Scott County no runs on 1 hit. Highlands 6 runs on 2 hits. So Highlands taking advantage of the free passes and the hit batters to score 6 runs. Scott County behind a little bit, 6-0 as we go into the top of the 3rd inning.
Paul Garner.
Paul Garner, first pitch swinging. Fly ball out to left field. Underneath of it, in one hand, is Owen Karras.
Makes the play on the Garner fly ball for out number 1.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 54, Aiden Lopez. Batting 188 is the junior. So first pitch swinging by Paul Garner. Flies out to the left fielder. And John Barth has the lead, and he's kind of got a good rhythm going, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Very. First inning threw a lot of fastballs. The first inning, second inning mixed in some good off speed, and then coming right at him this inning. And with the 6-run lead, he needs to.
Yep, and Connor Ramsey to finish his stats. 1 inning pitched, 2 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Lopez hits it into the 6 hole, backhanded by Becker. Becker over to Bounty on the 1 hop. So a good play. We're going to give Aiden Lopez a base hit on that one. Kind of bobbled over there by Becker, but he had to go backhand to get it. So a long jaunt. So we'll give a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Cardinals. And now we'll be passing it back to Ethan Miracle. The junior batting 143 on the season in the DH spot tonight. Plays first base quite a bit for Scott County as well. Pickoff move by Lopez. He had him picked off, but Baroni couldn't get the tag down. He tried to dive back and kind of face planted in that turf. Wound up about a half foot short. Fortunate right there for Scott County.
Kind of surprised the first baseman on that one. He put the tag down, but he wasn't. He was so far away from the base he couldn't tag him out.
So Miracle with a base knock right there.
That puts Lopez in
third hit of the night for Scott County.
Now batting.
That's a good piece of hitting there. He took advantage of the second baseman, kind of playing closer to the base, trying to play more up the hole for trying to turn 2, and Ethan snuck it right through the gap there.
So now back to the top of the lineup for Scott County. Zane Patton, leading hitter for the Cardinals at 350, leading the team in home runs as well with 2. And a chance right here to get his ball club a little bit closer. As you've got Aiden Lopez down at second, Ethan Miracle over at first. Back-to-back singles for Scott County. First pitch strike. First pitch to Patton. He's behind the count. 0-1 right here.
Come on, Zane. Come on, Zane.
Off-speed pitch, and Patton swings through that one.
Go, Zane.
It's a tough pitch there at bottom. Dropped out right.
Yes, it did.
Right before it got to the plate.
So Patton has to protect here now, behind the count 0-2. 2 runners on for Scott County. 1 out. Good job right there battling for him. Off-speed pitch is able to foul it right down into the ground. Good hustle by Jacob Blair on deck for Scott County. Patton chokes up about an inch on the bat, trying to protect here. He got behind 0-2 in his first at bat and fouled off about 4 or 5 in a row. So
he did, yeah.
So Lopez out at second, Miracle over at first base. Zane Patton at the plate, behind in the count 0-2. John Barth on the mound. Not much of a lead by Lopez. Off-speed pitch. Hit it right back up the middle. Good stop right there. Great play. And a fielder's choice. I'm telling you what, Braden Becker stole a hit right there. It's going to be officially a fielder's choice.
On the fielder's choice for
Lopez heads over to third, but a nice backhanded diving play up the middle by Braden Becker. He flips it over to Mason Welsh for the force out and the second out of the inning. Good play.
Very impressive. You know, you think on turf that the ball would scoot on through there, but he was able to, he was on the second base side or the first base side of second base and flipped it back towards the second baseman.
So runners on the corners here, 2 outs for Scott County. Jacob Blair playing first tonight as the freshman. He had a long single to deep right center field gap. And his first time up, fouls that one back, making sure the fans are alert over by the park benches. I thought that one was through.
Yeah, I did too. The pitcher threw his hand up trying to knock it down. It got past him pretty quick, but it kind of died at around second.
0-1 pitch outside. Not much of a lead out of third by Aiden Lopez. Zane Patton, a threat to steal over at first base. Down 6. I don't know if you take that chance. Lopez with a number. The third baseman up quickly. Nick Robinson over to Baione for the third out of the inning. So Scott County tried to do some damage. However, a nice play by Braden Becker stems the Scott County advantage. So through 2.5, Highlands 6, Scott County 0. Back after this.
Your health means everything. That's why we work to help keep you safe when you come to us for care. That's also why it's so important to not delay getting the care that you need. Whether it's an emergency, a checkup, or time for a screening like your annual mammogram, get the care that your health needs now, because your health means everything to us too.
Welcome back to BirdsNestSports.com Broadcasting Network. Mike Ritchie along with the coach Chris Wilhite. Paige Wilhite checking in to make sure Chris is actually helping out tonight. Checking in on Connor and watching her son Andrew play out in right field. So glad you're joining us here tonight. Trey Courtney on the mound for Scott County. Scott County, no runs in that inning, had 2 hits to go along with no errors, but they wound up leaving 2 runners on base. Scott County can't catch a break up at this point, can they, Chris?
No, that's like we talked about earlier. That's kind of been our MO for this year. We just can't seem to piece together more than a couple hits in an inning, and just tough to keep up with some of these teams. You know, some very good hitting teams out there.
Yep. So we go to the bottom of the third inning.
Leading off for the Bluebirds, the center fielder, number 8, Jason.
Leading off is Jason No, the center fielder. Hit by pitch and scored the third run of the second inning. Pretty long inning for Scott County fans. 9 batters came to the plate. If it wasn't for the double play, Scott County.
Yeah, Trey made a great pitch on that last inning to get out of that jam, bases loaded. And Trey's not an overpowering pitcher, but he throws a lot of off speed, and it's a big difference from Connor pitching. Starting out he throws much harder, but Trey's definitely effective.
So the 1-1 pitch from Courtney. Ground ball. Garner underneath of it for Scott County. Quickly over to Jacob Blair, first out of the inning.
No is retired on the ground.
Now we go back to the top of the lineup to the 400 hitting second baseman Mason Welsh. Welsh struck out in the first, single, and scored in the second.
Welsh.
Off-speed pitch high. Ball 1.
It's tough, 400 average, and he's already raised it for this game.
Yes, he has.
1 for 2.
So Courtney, 2 balls in a row to the leadoff hitter, Mason Welsh of the Bluebirds. There's an off-speed pitch inside corner. Two 1 pitch. Fouled straight back into the fence. So the count stays full. We are 3-2. To the leadoff hitter, Mason Welsh. If you're watching the game with us, have some friends, give them a buzz, let them enjoy the game on the internet as well. That off-speed pitch didn't fool him as he hit that down the left field line. Good hustle by Saylor, and holds the runner Mason Welsh to a single. 2 singles for him.
Collects his second hit of the day. Coming to the plate for Highlands, the designated hitter, number 27. Drew.
Third hit of the ball game for Highlands. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Drew Hack, the designated hitter. Walked in the second, struck out in the first. Pitch is high for ball 1. Fouls that one off his foot. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scott County finds himself in a little bit of a hole here, 6-0. Give up 2 in the first, 4 in the second. Trey Courtney trying to get out of this one without giving up anything. Off-speed pitch fouled straight back into the net. I keep saying net, but here it's actually a really screen.
It's actually a real fence, yeah.
Yep. It's one of those heavy-duty fences, has the plastic around the metal. Ground ball. Lopez picks it up. Garner at second. He holds on to it. Good play by Aiden Lopez. Kind of bobbled it a little bit. But Hack gets out to first for a fielder's choice.
Erases Welsh on the bases.
5-4 for the second out of the inning. Good play by Lopez as he flips it over to Paul Garner. So we have 2 outs here. And the number 3 hitter, Owen Karras, walked and scored both times in his only 2 plate appearances of the ball game. Off-speed pitch, strike 1.
Ready, Jay. Right here, Jay.
Courtney taking a little bit of time, decides to go over to the runner. Gets away from Jacob Blair, but no problem there as the runner went in diving head first.
That was probably a good throw over that. Looked like Hack there on first. He had a little extra step lead on that one. Looks like he's.
Little off-speed pitch.
Those guys see it coming in there. It's just so hard. Looks high when it first leaves Trey's hand, but he drops him in there.
Now you're looking at Drew Hack's got a great lead over there. Has no steals on the season, though. Off speed, up the middle. Patton quickly over to Gardner for the 3rd out of the inning. So Scott County finally puts a 0 on the board. So through 3 innings complete, Highlands leads by a score of 6-0 over Scott County. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching high school baseball on the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Back after this.
Kierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with the coach Chris Wilhite. Connor Wilhite here for technical assistance if needed. John Barth on the mound for Highlands. Started the ball game, done a pretty good job here, giving up no runs. 3 hits to Scott County in the first 3 innings. So Scott County trying to put it in the scoreboard. They'll look to Campton Martin, Jay Wilson, and Jackson Saylor. The first 3 batters for Scott County.
Leading things off for the Cardinals, the center fielder, number 14, Campton Martin.
Camden, one of the many 2-sport athletes on the team for Scott County. First pitch, swing and a miss.
Yes, there's several. We got, in the lineup tonight, you got Patton, Jacob Blair, Campton Martin, Jackson Saylor, Andrew Wilhite, Paul Garner, Ethan Miracle. Yes, that's.
So no balls and 2 strikes. Campton Martin finds himself a little bit behind in the count, so to speak. Oh, 2 curveball, swing and a miss in the dirt. They're going to say he was in the baseline, even though it hit him. They're going to give him the out.
That's a tough call. He was right on the line, running straight down the line. I mean, the ball hit him in the back, right to the first baseman. That's just, yeah.
So the first strike of the ball game for.
Tough call there for Campton.
And Coach Willard does a good job. He wasn't really arguing the call that much. He was just saying that's the home plate umpire's call, not the first base umpires. And whether it was or was not. So top of the 4th inning here, 1 out. That'll bring up Jay Wilson, the first strikeout of the ball game for John Barth. He fooled Campton pretty good on that pitch, though, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He pulled a string on him, got him swinging a low ball there.
And the big thing there, not to sound like a Homer broadcasting crew, but the first base umpire, his position is not supposed to be where he can tell if the runner's in line or not.
Right, and that's what Coach Willard came up to talk to the home plate umpire about, trying to get his, but he probably was ducking out of the way, I guess, and didn't see it. Yeah, because the first base guy, he's got to come out into the field to make the play or the call, so he doesn't have a good view of it.
But here's the 3-0 pitch. Inside to Jay Wilson. So a 4-pitch walk for the freshman catcher of Scott County. First walk of the ball game. That'll bring in the courtesy runner, will be number 13 for Scott County.
It was good to see last night Jay. He's done a great job behind the plate and having to catch in there with Zane pitching a lot of times. Zane's a normal catcher, but Jay had 2 big hits last night in the district game against Sayre. Hit the ball really well.
So Thomas Fikert, courtesy running out here for Jay Wilson. That'll bring up Jackson Saylor. The left fielder flew out to the right fielder. Pitches back out, gets past Bione, but Fikert unable to advance. Not much foul territory here, is it, Coach?
I was just going to say that not a lot of room behind the plate or even, down the lines, either way.
Go, Jackson.
Kind of squeeze this field in.
Strike the call. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Thomas Fikert, courtesy running for Jay Wilson over at first. Curveball, and Saylor staying alive. Finds himself 0-2.
Jackson.
Another pickoff attempt.
That was a quick move there.
Barth had Lopez, I think, picked off pretty easily over there at third, or first base the first time.
Go, Jackson.
Pitch just missed the outside corner right there. Count goes 1-2.
Pretty good spot right there, looked like.
Yes,
to me.
it is.
Tough not to swing at there by Jackson.
Here's the 1-2 pitch.
Oh!
Curve ball, and he stays right in there and lets it hit him. So Fiker to head down to second. Jackson Saylor a free pass over at first. That'll bring up the right fielder, Andrew Wilhite. Wilhite ground ball to the second baseman, and going to have a pitcher's meeting out here. Check and make sure everything's okay. And you're saying right there, your hit 0-2. Don't miss. No reason to miss that far in on a breaking pitch.
He was the pitch before that. He thrown a pretty good curve, and Jackson fought it off. I think he went just a little bit too far on that next one.
Yep.
And Jackson did a good job of staying in there and turning it into it.
So Scott County making a little bit of noise here. Back-to-back innings, they've had runners at first and second. Unable to get the pay dirt in the bottom of the third inning. We'll see what they can do right here. And right now it's up to Andrew Wilhite, the junior right fielder.
Just need to get a good ball in play. We got probably three of the fastest guys on the team right here.
First pitch, swing and miss. Barth taking his time here. Coming from the switch. Wilhite hits it into left center field. Good jump out there by Owen Karras. Tries to pick off the runner at second. Fiker gets in there safely. So another nice play out there. That's two good plays in the outfield.
Karras takes care of the Wilhite.
2 outs now in the inning.
Now batting for Scott.
Now Paul Garner hitting 200. The second baseman flew out to the left fielder in the third. So the runner's still at first and second with 2 outs now for Scott County. First pitch to Garner, fouled off the ankle. Aiden Lopez on deck for Scott County. Count is no balls and 1 strike. John Barth slowing the pace here in this 4th inning. Ball gets away from him just a little bit.
He cruised through those first 2 innings. He slowed down just a little bit. Even the 3rd inning, he worked a little bit faster.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little bit high.
Get a good ball in the gap right here. We got the 2 fastest guys on the team on base. I believe Jackson can score from first. 2 outs, he should get a good jump.
Yeah, it's not being held on over at first base by Oni. Takes ball 3. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Garner fouls it back into the screen.
One better than you, 4. Come on, you got it. Confidence.
The payoff pitch is on its way. Fastball high. Garner cannot lay off of it, so 2 strikeouts in the inning for John Barth. And Scott County will strand runners 2 runners again for the second inning in a row as they are unable to score. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base again. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching high school baseball on the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Back after this.
Oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery, specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County.
Welcome back to the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. New pitcher into the game for Scott County, the 8th grader, number 53, Jack Wilhite, getting a chance to come in and pitch some varsity action. The final stat totals for Trey Courtney. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. Any specifics on this youngster out there?
Well, you asked for his varsity stats. There will be none. This is his first appearance, so we'll see what he can do. You'll surprise to see him. He just pitched 3 innings a couple nights ago in the freshman game, so at this point, it's probably a good chance to see some of these young guys and see what they can do.
So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Wilhite takes the ball for Scott County.
His first batter will be the 4-hitter, the catcher, number 44, Foster Schuett, batting .341 on the seasons. Walked and scored in the first, flew out in the second.
Foster Schuett.
That's a good introduction to high school baseball. He gets right in the middle of the order.
That first pitch swinging down the line. Fair ball. Sailor on the run. Schuett's going for 2. And the throw goes into third base, so a leadoff double for.
Coming to left field. Coming to the plate for Highlands. The shortstop, number 2.
So a leadoff double for
Becker. It's going to be Gully replacing Schuett.
For Foster Schuett. The courtesy runner, Jacob Gully, comes in to run. That'll bring up Braden Becker. The shortstop made a nice diving stop up the middle. In the 3rd inning. First pitch from Wilhite to Connor Braden Becker is outside.
See if Jack can settle in. He's going to have to hit his spots against these older guys like that. And maybe hit him with some off-speed stuff. As soon as I say that's 2 fastballs in a row, so he's going right at him. So.
Yep. So Wilhite behind the count, 2 balls, no strikes here. His team down 6-0. Gully, the courtesy runner, out at second after the leadoff double and 3 pitches, 3 balls.
Yeah, I think after that first guy ripped the double down the line, he's trying to be a little too careful on this guy.
Swing and miss right there. Coach, you've played multiple sports and you still coach high school basketball. There's only one way to get experience.
Yeah.
And that's to actually
get
the game, isn't it?
You got to get it, that's right.
It isn't something you can buy. Back-to-back strikes, and the count evens up 3-2. Pretty impressive future for the 8th grader. Getting quite a bit of playing time at the freshman JV level and finds himself with a chance to pitch here tonight. Scott County with back-to-back district games this week. Strike 3.
That's a good comeback. Down 3 balls and
retires
with 3 straight strikes on him.
Number 1.
Good job right there by the 8th grader.
The first baseman.
It's his first strikeout of his career. It's pretty impressive.
Braden Bione, the first baseman. Hit by pitch both times. Off speed, right back at us.
You didn't dress that fence, did you?
Never have, never will. Figure the one time I don't flinch, the fence will fall down right before it gets to me.
It's going to find a hole in there somewhere.
There it is. So Jacob Gully out at second base. Bione. Runner gets a good jump to third. And the throw a little bit outside the reach of Lopez. And the 7th run of the ball game is going to...
Gully swipes third.
So a stolen base, an E2
To left field, and he scores.
for the 7th run of the ball game.
7th run of the game for the Bluebirds.
Come on, Jackson, don't miss it.
Bione at the plate. Will Hyde on the mound. 1 down.
So 7th run of the ball game in 4. Highlands. So 1 and 2 is the count to Braden Bione. Evan Rom on deck for the Bluebirds. Bione chokes up a little bit. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he gets hit again.
That's the same we saw last inning with the Highlands pitcher. Got the previous pitch, a good curveball, and was able to drop it in for a strike, and then trying to be a little too careful on that one.
Now batting for Highlands, the right fielder, number 4, Evan Rom.
So Evan Rom now batting. He's walked in his 2 previous attempts. First pitch is strike called. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So they've got a new batter coming in on deck for Highlands. We'll get that information for you. Ball down the line, fair. Bione coming to third. Here comes the throw to Lopez. Lopez with
Nice
the tag. So good job out there by Jackson Saylor.
Rom doubles to left. Bione is thrown out. Put-out goes 7-5. Lopez applies the tag. Saylor with the toss for out number 2.
So 2 outs in the inning now for Scott County.
That was a great throw by Saylor deep in the left field corner, and Aiden Lopez came off the base to grab it and put a good tag down. Jackson had a good throw last night. Threw a guy out trying to score early in the game. Gets there. So back-to-back nights with throwing runners out from the outfield.
We have a pinch hitter for the Birds, number 3, Isaiah Lampkin.
So the 5th hit of the ball game for the Bluebirds, and we have a pinch hitter, Isaiah Lampkin, number 3, batting in the spot for Nick Robinson.
Rom moves to third.
So we have a wild pitch. Evan Rom goes down to third. So 2 outs here, 2 balls. He's had 2 balls and no strikes.
It's 0-1.
That's what I'm saying. I thought the umpire said 2 balls and 1 strike. Lampkin lays off of that one. Lampkin, a senior infielder for the Bluebirds. One pitch outside, gets away, and here comes the jump. Evan Rom in safely for the 8th run of the ball game.
Rom slides safely into the plate on the pitch to the backstop. Lampkin at the plate. Will Hyde on the mound. 2 down.
So Isaiah Lampkin, here's the 2-1 pitch. Count goes 3-1. Swing and a miss. The count goes full. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball. Underneath of it is Patton. Patton quickly over to Jacob Blair to get out of the inning. So a good job by the 8th grader for Scott County. He gives up 2 runs on 2 hits. There's 1 error in the inning and 1 runner left on base. Correction, no runners left on base. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching high school baseball on birdsnestsports.com. Back after this.
Scott County Veterinary Clinic offers complete animal health care, including hospitalization, surgery, in-house blood work, and laser therapy, along with a state-of-the-art boarding facility and a large yard to run and play. Find us online for more information.
Leading off.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning. And your totals through 5. Scott County, no runs. 3 hits, no errors. Or 1 error, excuse me. Highlands, 8 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Leading off for Scott County, the 3rd baseman, Aiden Lopez. Foul ball down the left field. Chasing it is Karras and Robinson. So Robinson back into the ball game. He was pinch hit for by Isaiah Lampkin. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Lopez. Outside, ball 2. Foul tip into the middle of the catcher. The count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ethan Miracle on deck for Scott County. Lopez with the single in his first plate appearance.
There's another one.
Another one into right center field. So Aiden Lopez stays hot.
Lopez singles to left center. Makes his way back to first.
So the 4th hit of the ball game for Scott County.
Number 20, Ethan Miracle.
So now batting for Scott County is number 20, Ethan Miracle. Ethan had a single to right field in the 4-hole. His first time up. Inside pitch hits him right on the calf.
Barth hits Miracle with the pitch. That'll put Lopez in scoring position.
So you got to say the bottom of the lineup has done their job up to this point. They've been on base. Both of them have the first 2 times.
Both guys have been on base.
Passing it up to the top. To Zane Patton, we have a timeout. Another visit from the Highlands coaching staff.
Looks like maybe they're going to make a change here. He's up to 63 pitches. But
and you are correct. So we'll do this. We'll take an opportunity with the pitching change. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school baseball on birdsnestsports.com.
Surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to BirdsNestSports.com. New pitcher in the ball game, junior, number 21, Abe Hills. You have any stats from him for the season?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be making his 7th appearance on the season. Pitched 15 innings, giving up 9 hits, 10 runs, 7 which were earned, 9 walks, and pretty impressive 25 strikeouts there in 15 innings, 3.27 ERA.
So the first batter for Abe Hills will be the leadoff hitter for Scott County, Zane Patton. First pitch swing, foul tip, off the catcher.
Barth did a nice job on his 4 innings pitched, gave up 3 hits, 0 runs, only walked 1, struck out 2. Pretty efficient there.
Yep, I had him for 4 hits. But
4 hits.
But the key thing there, at the high school level, you think about strikeouts and walks and all that kind of stuff. Not giving up runs is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's right. And he kept him off the base pass, 0 walks, so no free passes.
Patton takes the high fastball for ball 2. Like you say, he only had 2 strikeouts, but only 1 walk, so a good job by him. And really impressed in that 3rd inning where the first 2 runners got on. So he fouls it up.
It's going to stay in play, looks like.
First baseman is after it. It's a new first baseman out there as well.
Replaced by Ernie at first. Makes the play and foul ground.
Ryan Wiseman makes the play.
For out number 1. Now batting for Scott County, the first baseman, number 19, Jacob Blair.
So Wiseman into the ball game for Bione. So we go to the top of the 5th inning, 1 out. Pitch to Jacob Blair. Kind of fooled him on that one.
Yeah, he did. He pulled the string on that one.
So 0-2 is the count. Blair finds himself behind. He had a single in the first. Ground out to the 3rd baseman in his last at bat in the 3rd inning.
Same pitch.
Is the 0-2 pitch. Foul tipped into the mitt. Strikeout number 1.
Hills retires.
For Hills.
Blair on strikes. Hewitt squeezes the foul tip for out number 2. Now batting.
So 2 outs in the inning, and
center fielder, number 14.
now batting is number 14, Campton Martin. Campton flew out to the right fielder. And a nice diving play out there in the 1st inning by Evan Rom. Struck out in the 4th. Tell you what, Abe Hills has come in and kind of done his job so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, as you can see, throwing a little bit harder. I can see those 25 strikeouts and 15 innings.
Campton batting .269 on the season. Struck out and actually reached first, but they called runners or batter interference as he was inside the first base line, according to the first base umpire. Off-speed pitch. The count goes 1-2. Kind of the same swing that Campton had in that last at bat, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he's, I'm sure he's coached to do a lot of scouting. Campton's seen a lot of off speed and change-ups after those first few games. He was hitting the ball really well on his fastballs, and he's seen a lot of off speed here lately.
Time, get out of there.
Was able to stay alive on that breaking pitch.
Yeah, another one. Yep.
Good hustle by the freshman catcher, Jay Wilson, on deck for Scott County.
Got to be frustrating as a hitter not to see fastballs. I mean, he goes games without seeing them. It's tough.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball too high.
And the ones he sees are like that. Nowhere near the strike zone.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss.
Another one.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Abe Hills. He comes in and does the job. As after giving 2 hits, or 2 runners reaching, John Barth exits the ball game. Abe Hills comes in and gets a pop-up to the first baseman, and back-to-back strikeouts. So Scott County, again, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and strand 2 runners on base again. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the bottom of the 5th. You're watching high school baseball on the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Back after this.
Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with Coach Chris Wilhite. Glad to be bringing you baseball action here. Perfect day. Probably looks like we're going to be having some subs in for Highlands. We'll kind of get those for you as soon as we can. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
We've got a new pitcher for Scott County as well. Larkin Eves taking over, sophomore right-hander. Seen his first varsity action as well from the mound. Been very consistent at the JV level so far this year, so he's another young guy that's getting a chance to get his feet wet in the varsity game.
You say he's a sophomore?
Sophomore. He does real well. I'll take credit since I was his Little League coach, but if he doesn't do too well, I'll blame it on my assistants.
There you go.
My pitching coaches.
So Jack Wilhite pitches 1 inning, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs. Both of those were, well, one of those was earned.
For the 3rd time today, the center fielder.
No, both of those were earned. He had no walks and 1 strikeout in his first appearance at the varsity level. So leading off for the Bluebirds is number 19. That will be Dom Robinson. He leads off the inning for the Bluebirds here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 pitch from Eves. Golfed down to the third base coach.
Actually, we have a pinch hitter. It's number 19, Dominic Robinson, hitting for no.
You know, it's interesting. The 9 hole has been the leadoff batter 3 straight innings for them, or 3 out of 4.
Yep. And Robinson's
hit by the Eves delivery makes his way down to first.
So now back up to the top, number 20, Mason Welsh. 2 for 3 in the ball game, 2 singles,
Now batting for Highlands,
and a strikeout.
Second base baseman.
He had a nice, both singles been to the left side, one through the 6 hole, one out to left field. Good lead out there by Don Robinson. Off-speed pitch, fouled straight back.
Listen, looking at the stats, pretty good leadoff man. Leads the team in hits, average. Does a good job getting on base.
Go, Larkin, you got it.
Another pitch hitter on deck for Highlands. That would be Connor Schwalbach. One pitch to Welsh is low for ball 3. Zane Patton coming in for Scott County to talk to the sophomore relief pitcher Larkin Eves.
That's a good job by Zane there. He's showing a little senior leadership. You know, we've got a lot of young guys on this team, and Zane's one of the 3 seniors we do have, so it's good for him to go in there and try to settle Larkin down a little bit. Pick him up, get him going here.
So here's the 3-1 pitch. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Shot into the 6 hole. Picked up and stopped by Zane Patton. He fakes the throw to see what the runner's going to do at second.
Single for Welsh.
So an infield single.
His 3rd of the day. Puts Robinson into scoring position. Pinch hitter for the Bluebirds.
So 6th hit of the ball game for Highlands.
5, Connor Schwalbach.
First pitch strike. Schwalbach, a junior. Off-speed pitch hit to left field. Jackson Saylor underneath of it. One hands it. Here comes the tag to third. The throw in off just a little bit and not in time.
Schwalbach's retired in the air. The left fielder, Saylor, makes the play on the fly ball.
So we'll say a sack.
Round number 1.
Advances the runner.
Robinson moves up a bag.
So 1 out.
Birds have runners on the corners.
So another pinch hitter into the ball game. Number 14, Camden McAtee.
Birds have another
batting for Owen Karras.
14, McAtee hitting for Karras.
So 1 out here in the inning. Bottom of the 5th. Runner at first base. First pitch swinging and fouled straight back. Off the bat of Camden McAtee. McAtee, a junior. Didn't get cheated on that swing, did he?
No, he was going for it. He's had quite a few. He's had 34 at-bats.
Pretty much ditto. That pitch fouled almost right in the same spot. So Eves finds himself ahead in the count, 0-2. Pitch fouled back again.
Larkin's a guy who's not an overpowering pitcher, but he got a lot of good off-speed stuff, and usually does a good job locating his pitches like that one.
There's the off-speed pitch taken for strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Larkin Eves. Second out in the inning.
Now batting for Highlands, cleanup hitter, catcher, number 44, Foster.
So with 2 outs, runner at first base, runner at the corners. Foster Schuett. Dom Robinson down at third. Mason Walsh over at first base. First pitch, a strike to the cleanup hitter, Foster Schuett. That one's fouled over top of the dugout. Schuett is officially 1 for 2 in the ball game with a walk. He had a double his last time up, down the line in left field.
Scored 2 runs.
Ball up in the infield, Zane Patton. Paul Garner talking about it. Patton takes charge as he is expected to at the shortstop spot. So third out of the inning on the pop out to the shortstop. So in the inning, Larkin Eves does a good job. He gives up no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We'll be back for the top of the 6th. You're watching high school baseball on the birdsnestsports.com broadcast network. Back after this.
And Bird's Nest Athletics would like to take this opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors: Bluegrass Orthopedics, Georgetown News Graphic, Denise M. Keene, Certified Public Accountant, Brickhouse Properties Real Estate, Chick-fil-A, Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Kentucky, Clark's Pump and Shop, Georgetown Community Hospital, West Banco, Greens Toyota of Lexington, Ozer Paint and Flooring, Scott County Veterinary Clinic, People's Bank, Time to Shine Car Wash, Steve Skierman, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Domino's Pizza, Burger King, Galvin's on Main. This broadcast has been made possible by these corporate sponsors and viewers like you.
Welcome back to the Bird's Nest Sports Broadcast Network. Mike Ritchie along with the coach Chris Wilhite. Looking at our totals through 5 innings complete. As they scroll up here, sponsored by Scott County Physical Therapy and Dr. Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial. Scott County no runs on 4 hits with 1 error. Highlands 8 runs, 6 hits, and no errors as we go into the top of the 6th inning. Scott County with some work to do here as they find themselves trailing 8-0. And Chris, you have to start 1 run at a time, right?
That's right. And, started last inning. That was a great job by Larkin coming in and getting his feet wet in the varsity game for the first time. Gave up a hit, but was able to get out of the inning with no runs. So good job by Larkin there.
Catcher, number 35, Jay Wilson.
So leading off for Scott County is the catcher, Jay Wilson. Jay is 0 for 1 in the ball game and also walked in the 4th inning.
So we can scratch a few runs here. The last 3 innings, we left 2 guys on base each time, so maybe we can build on that this inning.
Good play over there by the first baseman. Ryan Wiseman catches it and flips it over to Abe Hills.
Underhands the Hills. Jackson. Covering the bag for out number 1. Put out with 3-1.
So Jackson Saylor, the left fielder, up for Scott County.
Number 34.
Jackson 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flew out to right field. And hit by pitch last time up. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Heels taking the time, finally set and ready to go. Ball inside.
Come on, hang in there, son.
It's always good to hear the grandmother say, hang in there and take one.
Yep. That one's fouled back. Count goes to 2-1. Pitches inside, and the count goes 3-1. Abe Hills finds himself behind the count to Scott County's Jackson Saylor. 3-1. One out here. Swing and a miss on the inside fastball. And the count goes full.
Come on, you got it.
That's a good location. That ran it up on his hands on that last one.
Payoff pitch, fouled straight back.
Come on, Jackson, you got it.
Good at bat right there.
Pitch in the dirt.
Saylor works a walk from Hills and makes his way down to first.
So Andrew Wilhite, the right fielder, 0 for 2 in the ball game for Scott County, batting .281 on the season.
Scott County, the right fielder, number 1, Andrew Wilhite.
Go, Andrew.
Saylor with a good lead, fakes like he's going to steal, comes back. First pitch is a ball. First walk of the ball game for Hills. Second walk given up by the Bluebirds today. Scott County, on the other hand, not so lucky when you're looking at the walk column. Scott County's given up 5 walks, and we have, I think, 4 hit batsmen today.
Just 9 free passes. There's tough to overcome.
1-1 pitch as Saylor's on the move.
Get out, Jackson.
The throw from Hewitt. Not in time, so a stolen base.
Saylor swipes second. Grab him in, Andrew. Is in scoring position for Scott County.
So the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes to the right fielder, left-handed hitting Andrew Wilhite. Hill's taking a lot of time. Wilhite says, I'll take time as well.
Yeah, trying to get their sign straight guy on second. First time for Hills tonight.
1-2 pitch.
He came off the base.
Came off the base. Way to go, son. Way to hustle.
He's safe at first.
So it's going to be a strikeout in the books.
Gets Wilhite on strikes.
First strikeout for Abe Hills.
Put out win 2-3.
I sure did, sir.
It's all right, son. Shake it
For
off.
the second out of the inning.
Apparently not.
Now batting for Scott County, the second baseman, number 4.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So now batting Paul Garner.
Play thin skin. I got to get one good one in, Mike.
Yep. I've been proud of you so far.
That's interesting. You don't see him turn around and come over to the stands very often, so.
Nope.
Interesting.
That would probably be a reprimand if it was a 10th region or 11th region official.
Yeah.
And a 10th region official, since it's the same assigning.
Come on, Paul.
Very true.
Green. So Paul Garner, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Flew out the left, strikeout his second time up. Swing and a miss, and the count goes 2-1.
Keep your shoulders up. Let's go.
Come on, Paul.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball hit hard out to center field. Good jump by Jason No. And Scott County strands a runner at third.
Gardner's retired in the air as the line drive.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and another runner left on base for Scott County. So we'll take a timeout. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching high school baseball on the Bird's Nest Sports Broadcast Network. Back after this.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Welcome back to the Bird'sNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with the coach Chris Wilhite. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the new pitcher in for Scott County is Chase Grigsby. What do you have on him?
Chase be making his 3rd appearance on the year, 1.2 innings pitched, only giving up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, and pretty easy to figure out. ERA out to be 0.
There you go. So Larkin Eves, official stats for him: 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. So the 5th pitcher in the ball game for Scott County is the senior Chase Grigsby. And if I call him Cody, I have to apologize up front. So pinch hitter for Highlands is number 25, Vance Moore. The senior. So it'll be Becker, Wiseman, and Ron.
He'll face Moore to lead off the bottom half of 6.
First pitch from Grigsby. Called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. High for a ball.
Judging by the stats, Moore looks like he's just usually a regular player. He's pinch hitting here, but he's 35 plate appearances, hitting 371 on the year, so pretty solid player. 13 hits, 10 RBIs.
Pop up. Garner out in short right center field. Makes the play. 1 up, 1 out.
Out in the air and out in short right field of the second baseman.
So now batting will be Ryan Wiseman. He came in the 5th inning.
Now batting for Highlands, the first baseman, number 16, Ryan Wiseman.
His first at bat of the ball game, even though he came in the 5th. And Bayonne, he's probably happy. He's been up 3 times and been hit 3 times, so
That's right, yeah.
He's done his job today. 1-1 pitch. Curveball drops in there for a strike 2 call.
Nice pitch there by Chase. Chase has got he's just a crafty pitcher, always has been. Not overpowering, but he has a lot of different pitches and gets a lot of pop flies.
Fly out to left field. Underneath of it is Will Height. So 2 up, 2 down for the senior pitcher for Scott County.
Ball is caught out right.
And that'll bring up Evan Rom. Rom, the right fielder. A single his last time up and scored. 2 walks previous to that, so make him officially 1 for 1. And Chris, I got to say, that's the first time I've ever heard a right-handed pitcher be called crafty. Usually that's reserved for the left-hander.
That's true, but Chase would be a good left-handed pitcher.
There you go. His brother Cody was a left-handed pitcher for Scott County. Nubs it, and the third base coach gets smart and kind of pulls the hand back at the last minute. Curveball drops in for strike 2, so the count's 1-2. 2 outs here. That pitch is inside. Grigsby wanted the call. The count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 8-0 here is the score. Staying alive. Fouls it out of play down the left field line. Curveball inside again. The count goes full. Scott County back in action tomorrow as they host the Knights from Lexington Catholic. Then back in action Saturday up here at Scott High School. Line drive shot over to Zane Patton. So 3 up, 3 down for Scott County. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the bottom of the 6th. You're watching high school baseball on the Bird's Nest Sports Broadcast Network. Back after this.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com Broadcast Network. Mike Ritchie along with Chris Wilhite here at Highland Park, Fort Thomas, Kentucky, home of the Highlands Bluebirds. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Scott County down to their final at bat here. They've been doing some noise, making a little bit of noise, Chris. They're getting runners on. They've had runners on base, at least 2 for the last 4 innings, unable to score up to this point, so hopefully we'll see what they can do right here. Abe Hill still on the mound for Highlands, and leading off for Scott County is the third baseman, Aiden Lopez. 2 for 2 in the ball game.
Top half of the 7th inning.
Is Aiden Lopez.
Set to lead it off for Scott County, the third baseman.
Yes, like we talked about earlier, just piecing together hits. We've left, by my count, 7 guys on base through 6 innings. So
it'll be Lopez, Miracle, and back to the top. First pitch swinging, one hopper back to the pitcher, Abe Hills. He flips it over to Wiseman.
Hills fields the house, takes care of the chopper, throws to Wiseman for out number 1. Now batting for Scott.
So Ethan Miracle up, designated hitting tonight. Ethan is 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch his last time up. First pitch strike. Gets out, gets past the mitt of the catcher. Foster Schuett. Good hustle by Zane Patton. You see him come across your video screen there. Ball in the dirt. Miracle able to hold the swing there. So we'll have our player of the game here at the end of the ball game, sponsored by People's Bank. Number down to first base, Ryan Wiseman plays the weird hop, gets it and goes unassisted to first base
Wiseman takes care
for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring us back to the top. That'll be Zane Patton. Patton in the ball game is 0 for 3 up to this point.
Batting for Scott County, the shortstop, number 8. Zane Patton.
So Zane leading the team in hitting at 350 and home runs with 2. He's pretty much due if you look at it statistically. Full bat off-speed pitch.
it's a little bit out in front of that one. Huh?
Yep.
Kind of.
So 2 outs here in the inning. Sorry for not keeping the scoreboard up to date. This is a 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Out of play. Count goes full. Swing in the dirt. Pick up by the catcher, and a strikeout called. So the second strikeout of the ball game, and that ends the ball game with your final score.
That'll win the ball game. Scott
Highlands 8, Scott County 0. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll figure out our play of the game when we return. You're watching high school baseball on the Bird's Nest Sports Broadcast Network. Back after this.
Oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Scott County Schools and Bird's Nest Athletics would like to take this opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors: Bluegrass Orthopedics, Georgetown News Graphic, Denise M. Keene, Certified Public Accountant, Brickhouse Properties Real Estate, Chick-fil-A, Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Kentucky, Clark's Pump and Shop, Georgetown Community Hospital, West Banco, Greens Toyota of Lexington, Ozer Paint and Flooring, Scott County Veterinary Clinic, People's Bank, Time to Shine Car Wash, Steve Skierman, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Domino's Pizza, Burger King, Galvin's on Main. This broadcast has been made possible by these corporate sponsors and viewers like you.
At Bluegrass Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie along with Chris Wilhite. Your final line totals for the ball game: Scott County no runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 7 runners left on base. And for the Bluebirds of Highlands, they have 8 runs on 6 hits, no errors, leaving 8 runners on base. And Coach, what's your thoughts of the ball game here real quick?
Well, we just got down early. Spotted them. I guess we spotted them 8 runs, first 2 innings, first 3 innings, or 6 runs, I'm sorry. Just kind of the thing that's gotten us in trouble several other games, just too many walks. We had 6 walks and 3 hit batters in the first inning and a half, so, kind of put us in the hole there. And then offensively, we were able to get guys on. We just had them spaced out and weren't able to piece together multiple hits in an inning.
Yep.
Their pitchers did a good job. Barth, 4 innings. He wasn't overpowering, but he got, guys into never hit any real hard balls. The few we did hit hard to the outfield, their guys made some pretty impressive plays, and shortstop made a great play behind second base and in the 3rd inning. So, those pitchers did a good job against our hitters.
Yep, pretty much it said it right there. We got behind early, giving up 6 runs in the first 2 on really only 2 base hits, and give up 6 runs with a lot of walks and some hit batsmen. But regardless, Scott County has to figure out a way to continue to get better as they fall to a record of 9-14. Highlands improves to 14-13. Again, now it's time for our Player of the Game. Today's Player of the Game trophy is sponsored by People's Bank, and that will go to Scott County's junior 3rd baseman, Aiden Lopez. He was 2 for 3 in the ball game. Not much highlights statistically from Scott County, so Aiden Lopez is our Player of the Game, so we'll present him with that trophy. And again, thanks for watching here today. If you get a chance, make it out to the ballpark tomorrow night. There's nothing better than watching high school baseball live. If for some reason you can't do that, we'll be on the internet, as we'll be on air around 6 o'clock as Scott County hosts the Knights of Lexington Catholic. Should be a good one, as it always is when those 2 teams get together, regardless of any sport. Right. So again, from my broadcast partner, Chris Wilhite, I'm Mike Ritchie. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.